Hello and welcome back once again, my friends. Hambbage here. You're here. Let's do this thing. That's right. For anybody new just stopping by here, we play Hardcore Vanilla Minecraft. And it is awesome. So excited to get kicked back off again. Let's see what we've got going in the world. For anybody who may not have tuned in for all of the excitement and thrills yesterday, or in the last episode, I guess I should say, last couple for sure. We did exciting things like dig up dirt, put dirt back down, polish cobble deep slate, and put it down. We have got a nice little beginnings of a farm area laid out. And that was not exactly our intent. Our intent was to make our darkroom spawner. And of necessity, as always happens in Minecraft, we had a bunch of other valid projects we had to keep working on. Um, those include, but are not limited to, needing to make smooth stone, which requires that we get cobblestone and cook it in these furnaces. You may or may not know, furnaces require coal. And to have that coal, we need to gather things up. Now, I don't know, do we... You know what we were talking about the other day, before we hung out here? I'm going to have a sip of coffee. It is very warm and scaldy. Not quite scaldy anymore. We're going to go to these caves over kind of near the surface, just giving a second or two for the overnight mobs to chill out. Let's bring him over. Oh, do you not like the water? No, I thought I saw creeper. Yeah, this is potentially a bit of a problem. Okay, now where'd you go, dude? Come on over here. Come on over here. Why are you running away from me? Huh? Oh, oh, oh. Okay. Oh, after all that, no pearl? We didn't exactly do a beautiful job of handling that, but creeper was kind of down on top of us. Definitely wouldn't mind getting a single ender pearl, though, to get a chest. That would be pretty handy. So, until all the mobs had cleared out, we were coming over here to take a look at this chest. No, that's the creeper hole that was last. Oh, we still don't have a bow. Ha ha ha. Spider down here. Hey. Well, we're doing all right when it comes to more skellies. Seems to work. So right, not too bad. Now we hold that thought as we just keep pushing back. As you saw, I thought about using the Fortune too, but I think I'll hold on to it for now and see if we can get back that mending that we'd had in the previous world on either another discovered gold pick or whatever. I mean, it's only Fortune 2, but we would use it up in like literally one little outcrop of coal. So it's... I knew there was coal here somewhere else. Oh, piece. Man, this is not gonna cook the smooth stone we need. Let's come back over this way. Let's give it another torch there just to keep the entryway bright. Oh, giving us another chance. Oh, wait. Seriously? That's the one place you try to get up. He's the one I'd really like to get, but I'm a little apprehensive of just going hard if... Oh, well, that's kind of cool. Ooh, maybe we can bring him back down here. He's scared. He knows I want his pearl. I want your pearl. More skellies? Stop it. It's iron. Remember when we started this world and we couldn't find any iron but loads of coal? That's what I mean when I say sometimes the game feels like it's just intentionally playing with you. Check inventory and available blocks. No coal. No more coal. That was my computer voice, by the way, in case you were wondering. It's early here. Just had those first sips of scalding coffee. That's all we got. All right, come on. Let's get you. Come on. And back up to the surface. Sounds like maybe it's nighttime up there. I don't know that we still have further to go. I think this may be it. So let's at least start backtracking, thinking we're done. Take the cobble as well. I'm not going out of my way. The basement is the best place to just flat out get cobblestone. However, I won't be particularly shy about grabbing a few stacks either. And I wish I had a good feel for just how much smooth stone we would need. Probably pretty easy to figure out. It would be, if we just say for the simple math advantage, that each side of the darkroom spawner box up at the top, let's call it 20 blocks a side. That's the 8 of each of the rooms, 3 in between. So it's not even. Let's call it 25. Then you have all the gaps and spaces on the outer edges. I mean, actually 20's, I think in actuality it's 21. But so let's just call it 20 and fudge it. So we got 20 a side. So 80 per stack, and that's just on the very outer edge, raising up, right? As we go up from the base, up, you're going to have sorry, I'm just kind of thinking here. 4, 5. No, I think it's just 4 per. 4 per actual dropping floor. You've got the 2, only 2 at the 4 at the bottom, 2 for the height above the water channels, and then 2 more for the space or the opening where the creepers will spawn, and then another 1 to divide it from the next level, and then 2 each. So if we count that bottom one below, you have 4 and then 3 each for an additional 3 levels. I think we're going to go 4 high. So that would be 9 for the upper layers, 1 more for the bottom, and then a ceiling. So I think that's 14 in total. 14 times 80 would be about 1,200 blocks. And then we'll need to count probably, I'm guessing to whatever that is, add 4 stacks for cushion of extra stuff. We got to do the channel going up. The 4 may not be enough, actually. Well, let's see how many we need for the outer walls when we get there. Let's check quick for my poor math-addled brain. Oh. Don't try to calculate using the mouse on the keyboard. So about 22 stacks for the outsides of the walls, and I think about 8. So let's call it, we need 30 stacks of smooth stone, plus some decorative. That could be some more deep slate, something for a dark, I think a dark on the, as a contrast to the relatively light of the smooth stone would be cool. But I'm not thinking as intricate as we went on the other one. Maybe just the water channels below, maybe like the corners and a single line in the middle. I don't know, something not quite as involved as the sandstone. Now I'm lost. Or turned around, I should say. No, we still know we're moving between point A and point B, but okay, that's the way out. So do we already do this then? Maybe, oh yeah, this one up to the underground. So we'd already done that. So yeah, 30 blocks of smooth stone, or stacks of smooth stone blocks, should serve us well. And then we'll still need to go back up there. This was going to be my creeper, or my Enderman safe room, but we had to chase him on and on and on. And of course, I didn't write anything down, so I have no idea what I actually said on the amount of wood needed for our trapdoors. But we need a lot more wood too. So we got plenty to do. That's part of why there's at least a chance we could still get more golden pickaxe as we go exploring around. All right. And of course, the good news of note as we do all this, yeah, it's a project, but hey, it's hardcore Minecraft. That's what we're doing playing this game. We also want to get XP for our enchanting. I mean, obviously that's what the darkroom spawner is for, in addition to some gunpowder. But we're getting some levels here. We used one just to set up a pair of gold boots for whenever we do get into the nether, just through some protection and unbreaking together on those. And alright, nothing to note here. We must have started there or something. Is that the same wandering trader from last time? Probably, right? That would make sense. And this would kind of seem to curve over towards where we've been doing our excavations. So let's throw it on the bed and sleep. It means I get coffee. Woo! Alright, bed back. Now we probably have a whole cast of meanies up here. So we'll kind of try to exit quick. There's the creeper hole. Got a zombie, another zombie. Creepers, of course, are the main concern, as they may set us back on our farm layouting. There's a skelly up high. Alright, well, that's pretty good. Now, I did want to check this other hole. I think we finished it, did we? I don't Whoa. Oh, why you gotta go in the water like that? There you go. Alright, there's him down. Now, this is the one I don't think went very far at all. I think we just kind of went down and went, oh, okay, we did that. But we'll still... I've been wrong before. And there's gold. Oh, no, it's not gold. It's iron. Get it. Maybe this is a lot bigger than I remembered. It's been, what, a whole, like, 4 episodes since we came down here? Oh, we did a lot down here. I had no idea. Well, I mean, I did, but I totally forgot. I thought this was just a little meh hole. Looks very clean. Alright, well, I don't think we'll waste time backtracking and running extra steps. Looks like we got it. I was under the impression that it was done and that we didn't have a whole lot to do. I was just kind of trying to be thorough. Let's drop a couple more in there. Light things up a bit. We'll get this iron, which we hadn't finished. That also looks pretty thorough. So the name of the game today is Stay Humble, Stay Hungry, right? We need to not suffer the same fate that we have in so many of our recent worlds, which is we get to a point and then we just go, oh yeah, you know, we're good, we're handling stuff, everything's fine, let's just go. And then we're dead. Don't want to have that happen. I think we'll gather these, obviously. Might as well get the flesh cleaned up. Oh, and we never did get the boat. Let's go get the boat to get those leads. That was something we were going to do. Alright, well, we are good on cane for now. And I guess I could have... Probably should have just harvested those. I guess I don't... It's not a should have. We can leave them for now. We're not planning on starting the actual farms. And at least until we begin the next cook. Ooh, got some coal up here. We should do it. But first, these leads. Important. Yeah, don't you go running away now just because you don't have good stuff. It's not my fault. Don't think that can change as we log in. Oh, it's still all garbage. Oh, hey. Don't you go crazy. Oh, no, he went the other way. Did I get both? We broke both leads, but I only see one? How is that? How's that a deal? Did it fall down in the water? It seems strange, but I also don't want to... Did it pop on top of one of the trees? Sometimes they do get a bit wonky. Come on, I came all this way to do this. It's my first leads, and one of them just disappears. I don't believe you. Llama, where does your lead? Why did you just unlead your other llama? Anybody? Am I blind? Very peculiar. Maybe it broke. Ha ha ha! When he was stuck behind the tree and pulled on it. All right. Got him. All right, those coals gotten. Still no bees in our trees, which is bummer. You know what? This is silly. Before we go looking for the next cave, let's empty out our pockets. And we can do this. I'll leave it parked in the water anyway, but sure speeds up our getting home. Kind of start back over till we built up enough. We'd gone to individuals here. I think we'd always been at individuals, but they went so fast. All right, plenty of all that. Oh. Plenty of all those things. Put the copper away too. Nope. Stash those. Those. That. Alright. Tools. And we gotta make torches. That's right. So we're not nearly as good as we might have been. Alright. You all away. All right. So now we're going back to the caves at the farthest end of anything we have visibility to. And this is kind of a... We'll see what happens. It's unfortunately a little inefficient when you really want the coal because there's so much other stuff. You get all the gold and the redstone and the lapis and all that it kind of pulls away. 1, 2... Might have been a third. Looking for how many coal sections there are along here. At some point we started grabbing them actually. But a few little random pockets along the way here. Did not refill up on food, but with that much steak, I think we'll be fine or not. But it won't matter because of the food if we don't keep making it. And zoop. This I think we're pretty clear on, except for that coal that's right here in the underwater section. We've agreed that's perfectly fine to leave. And what do y'all think? When you're looking for coal, and I know there's alternate fuel sources, all that. I mean, well, if we had bamboo, which would be nice for a lot of reasons, we could use it. Okay. I think we've kind of checked in both directions, but I think there's more danger and potential good back here. I don't know how to make it clear that there's still... Maybe it doesn't even matter. Let's just not make that a deal. So clearly my memory on the caves and all that hasn't remained perfectly steel trap-ish. But as I had thought, it looks like we've still got some stuff here. I think we've gone up and bridged over some of this ravine at one point. There's an emerald. When you're moving through at a glance, that glow lichen can seem a little bit diamondy, if I may be so bold. Alright, this is a little sketch. Looking at a ceiling when we're not in exactly clean territory, but could take a long time to get all of this perfectly safe. So, nothing ventured. Nothing gained is what I was going for there. Alright, there's a little bit. As I said, it's inventory plugging, but it is because all that stuff is good. We want it all. May have been our little skyway bridge. At least I can sort of dare to look upward now. Any of you guys ever been on the ghost tours when you go I mean, I don't think anybody's ever done one in their own hometown, but when you're a tourist, when you're traveling around, you often see these little signs, and I assume that they're kind of every place, but particularly, you go to big cities and stuff like that. And for myself, and I think a lot of Americans, if you're in Europe or old cities with lots of long-term history, you may be more inclined to go on these haunted tours or ghost tour of London or Paris or Germany or whatever. And I know here in the U.S. where we do have them, I think it's not so much where I live here in Colorado. We didn't have a lot of wars and things. We had some what you'd call massacre sites where what at the time were kind of thought of as battles in conflicts with the Native Americans, are now kind of viewed through the that was really just you guys went out to a village and wiped out a bunch of people. Sand Creek was the most egregious of these in kind of Colorado, Denver history, but there were plenty of examples in that period. And again, I don't get preachy or anything, but just understand that there's context outside our own current mindset that was playing a role. And while it's kind of the old judge not too harshly lest ye be judged, understand that people will be looking back at us as well. And whatever, we don't know history, So whatever we're talking about here, future generations may not look kindly on us for it at all. It's what you have to learn when you study history a lot is all these things change. But it doesn't lessen any human tragedy to look back and go, wow, that was pretty harsh. Any time that conflicts are brought to a scale where innocents are affected directly, become pretty tough, and that's probably the big change of the late 19th and early 20th century. We look back historically, and sure, the things like the Norse conquest of the British Isles and further abroad, and that when you look back at the gene, my ancestry or 23andMe or any of those kinds of studies, you can find, oh hey, I've got a lot of Scandinavian blood in me, even though none of my direct relatives were from a Scandinavian country. Well, yeah, they kind of came in. It's like, what is the deal? I don't know how accurate it is at all, but there are, like 60% of the world's people have some trace of, is it Mongol DNA or an individual's, or some of those guys. You look at the historic conquerors, Alexander the Great. Some of those, they rolled through, and after they'd won, they certainly had an impact on the women and children. You kind of, all right. I think it was Game of Thrones, at least in the books. I don't know how much they talked about it in the TV series, but man, it's been so long now since I've read the books, or since the HBO series ended. I don't remember. The Lannisters, was that it? Always pay their debts. It was the Lannister. It was L something. But it wasn't like Lancasters. But when that, kind of villainous mother, power hungry and all that, when the city was about to get sacked, and she's telling the old, or the young Stark girl, hey, the city's about to be taken, this is when it gets really bad. We may not survive, and we may take that choice into our own hands. That was certainly a reality, but the battles, the warfare itself, up until fairly recently in a historical sense, that happened out away from the populace. The battles would be in the field, or would, perhaps be siege warfare of a castle or whatever, and so supplies and starvation and things like that would certainly have been familiar as impacting not just soldiers in the field, but civilian populations. But yeah, they a little more of a drop than I expected. When those conflicts do come down to families, it's awful. And the 20th century really, the scale of weapons changed such that you couldn't efficiently discriminate. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I mean, you couldn't tell if the bombs you dropped were going to specifically take out troops or women and children. Just kind of gotta keep backing up, be safe when those hordes are coming at us. See, they got some reach. So anyway, after getting on that cheery topic, I don't know. Oh, haunted ghost tours. That's what we were talking about. So anyway, here in the United States, we don't have so many in cities, but you know, when you're in Europe, you've got all those years of history piled up, so they kind of just, you know, you seem spooky when you've got a 400-year-old cemetery in the middle of a city or something like that, you know, an old church, and there's crypts and old sewers and abandoned passages and all that kind of stuff. It sets a good mood for scaring people. And as I look up in those ravines, I remember I took one in Edinburgh, Scotland, when I was out visiting friends many years ago, and it was one of the underground, you know, old closed off roads and tunnels and things, and you know, every every good work of fiction starts with some grains of truth, and whatever that space had been, they talked about how in the Industrial Revolution, lots of people just lived down in these dark, sealed, you know, sort of sewer tunnels. That I don't think that was their primary focus, but you know, in old European places, a lot of things have just built up over time. So you had these kind of just network of almost a warren of tunnels and spaces where people could live, and they you know, they were effectively leased out as apartments, and they were really just these gaps in otherwise connecting walkways and things. So, oh, let me through. You'll all get your turn, but better safe than sorry up here at the moment. Oh, are you stuck? That's too bad. Now, can I keep going up here? Let's eat while we can. This is not very productive for the getting of coal, though. We spend more torches lighting and fighting. We can make that up pretty quickly, but you just gotta find these little areas that do cordon off so they can only come at you from one direction, and then hope you haven't missed a hole in a ceiling or any other little way that they can sneak in, leaving a dark spot just far enough away that they can spawn behind you. All can be pretty bad. Let's combine these so we get an extra spot of storage. And combine those. So we are now down on he already fell off a ledge. I know you're not that. trying, not crying. I hope we're not going to be crying. Trying to kind of keep to an upper but safe area where we can turn a corner and... Oh. It's tough to have creeper games in caves like this. We'll always give it a shot if we can, but... definitely getting our full quota of skeletons today. That gets a little scary. I was moving. See, enchanted. Oh. Ah! Really, after all that, I get a pair of leather boots? It's a little silly, but might as well do it. Now, yeah, this... looks dangerous up there. Ooh. That's a bit trappy, I would say. Okay, that's good that we don't have lava flowing down on our feet. Oh, man. It's good, but it's never ending. Oh, my goodness. Oh, we do have, can see a torch of our own back there. I think that's our... Oh. Anytime they've got swords, remember the piglins with the gold swords. Oh, that takes so much more effort and time. No. Oh, man. Stop. Get through. Get through. Gotta get separation. Don't know if this is exactly the way we'd come, but... Oh no, come on, man! Resting, regroup. So this was not exactly the way we had come up. But that's the trap, right? They get you up in a corner. If we just kept retreating back, we're off the ledge and into that chasm we'd just been dropping torches on. Now, I really thought this was where we'd been... We accidentally put the couple extra torches, so we'd been working along here. Take this. Don't know if he can come back up. We're getting the old level 40 warm-up here. It's gonna get... Oh, and we're getting low on torches. I gotta find my way kinda out and back. Oh, that's right. We'd gone... up here, and I think from here... Nope. Closer, though. I think we're back towards the original entry point. This was maybe the second left-hand tunnel. Clearly we didn't come around there. Oh yeah, we'd been working up. These are our little stairs. Oh, I remember. This was... Ooh, don't fall. That was where we'd originally gone across. Okay, this is what we've kind of been working in. Keep coming back. This is the little bit where we were filling in the obsidian, and there's our tunnel. Whew! Now, we need to find a place where we can pull some coal without having to spend a lot of torches. Great cave system here. Oh, and we're almost out of time. I'm wondering if that's the same ravine way back there or not. This kind of seems to be like an end to it, right? Yeah. Nope. Wasn't where I wanted to be. I this is what we're looking for. A little scary. But I think we have explored out beyond this area a little bit, so... And we fought off a horde, a bunch of skellies, zombies, enchanted stuff-wearing guys. So hopefully we paid our dues enough to gather some of this. Get those just... I don't hear any lava, but... Had a premonition. Wow. Here we just kind of want to... I'm sort of doing this because down the road this could be trouble under the amethyst. Again, we may leave this one as a first found as is. But I don't want any of the amethyst, or more importantly me, taking a lava bath, well, if we decide to do anything with it. Okay. That seems... So, now that I'm a psychic, feel free to call. I will set up the toll-free number. You guys can call up for your free psychic readings. I will foretell if there's any lava coming in your life. Expected that a bit. Only 2 stacks, though. So this is kind of the challenge, right? It's not as easy to just go from coal to coal way down deep like this. And as you do, you got so many torches being used up. Now, you don't mind using the torches. That's why we have them, and just... a very few of what we're... See, this is the problem. We can't mine anything up here without still doing a ton more lighting, because it just... There we go. Now we can grab stuff on the way back. This is such an awful idea. That's an awfuler idea. Awfuler idea. Write that one down. So, sadly, we're going to have to go back for torches. Anyway, I'd brought extra picks anticipating... This is still it. Anticipating a lot of mining, but we... Instead needed the torches. I knew it was big down here. I didn't know it was quite that big. So, way back towards the base, we've got got a few little pockets of coal. We're going to go over just a little bit. I think we're sitting at an hour right now. But we'll just grab those and wrap up when we get back to the base. It should just take a couple minutes here. So I'm going to keep trying to run here as I sip on some coffee. And we'll talk when we reach the coal. Right, making the turn. And then the few that there were, are all the way almost back to the basement down here. Come on, run. Did not get screenshots of any of that momentarily intense combat. All right. You first. Then see, this is what we need. Finishing strong. Since we are going to run over a little bit, let's do some of the recurring stuff now while you guys can hear and enjoy it. And then if you want to cut loose, I hear you. First and foremost, you guys are awesome. Thank you so much for coming by, checking out the videos, leaving your likes and comments. Really enjoyed. If you want to see more, make sure to hit that subscribe button. We'll have updates of all the latest videos as we move forward. We're making good progress. Today's episode recap, if you've jumped through quite a bit, you probably noticed, and this may have been one that people went through more slowly. We really ended up doing, oh, no, we don't have that. Did more caving than might have otherwise expected, because we need coal primarily. Oh, that's unfortunate. Just doing this to try to keep mobs from spawning under our feet down there. I mean, coal to fuel our furnaces, cook the stone and all that. We kind of walked through it, did a few more estimations that tell us we need probably pushing 30 stacks of smooth stone for our darkroom spawner. And we got a bunch already cooked. Maybe half that. I don't think it's really quite there, but heading in that direction. We'll see. We'll check when we get back here. Kind of do that as our wrap-up / reset in the beginning of the next one. We'll make a count. We need lumber. We need a lot of stuff, but mainly we need to have fuel for our furnaces, the engine of our world and production. So we're getting there, and then we'll knock out this darkroom spawner and be good. In the meantime, we've reached level 40 with some of the excitement that we've I'm not saying anything. I didn't see any comments from you guys. Thank you very much. I thought we were all on the same team here. But what the heck, guys? Are we homies or what? Let's kind of keep an eye out and maybe spread the word when, oh, I don't know, something's just laying in the ground. We found some diamonds in this space. Again, I'm going to have to, I don't even know where I would begin to check in videos to see. That's my stunned silence. Have I been walking over that this whole time and not just picked up these diamonds? What's wrong with me? But yeah, those are the kind of things, guys. Drop a comment. Don't be shy. I would be delighted, not thrilled, if you're like, you know those diamonds in the floor you've walked over multiple times? What gives? Are we saving those? Are they special? Because apparently I'll just overlook them. At some point we can consolidate all that. Look how good we're doing on emeralds. Didn't do awfully here. We're not quite up to blocks yet, but we're getting there. This is the main deal. Oh, 7 minutes over. Yeesh. Find those, put that away, save that. We can combine it. Oh, we can combine it with that. Put those away, that away. Sorry, I'd always rather wrap this up if at all possible and then start fresh the following day. Mine those. All right, we have a little bit, not overwhelming. Okay, so we're doing pretty good. This is 1824. So really, we just need another batch. So maybe we can refocus. We got plenty there. We're doing better than I thought we were. We do have 24 arrows, and we have those feathers too. You know what? I'm still talking here. Let's wrap this up. Head on out. I did thank you guys. I really appreciate you. Hope you're all enjoying. Leave me likes and comments if you want to let me know that. I really do appreciate it, but most of all, appreciate you guys dropping by to watch. You absolutely rock. Take care of yourselves. Take a good break. I know I will, and we'll see you back here for the next one very soon. Bye now.